I did
with his
everything.
new mud sprayed
I did
suit.
everything wrong. I feel so bad.
No, you didn't feel bad at the time. You were loving
The
it.
girl I was with was laughing the whole time. It was terrible. I just felt so embarrassed. She was so gassed. I just almost dropped a whole handful of mashed potatoes.
My kids don't know the story. You should tell them the story.
Yes, please.
Well, if I tell them that story, they won't think much of me anymore.
They'll think higher of you. These are my kids. They'll think higher. They'll be like, wow, there's just nothing Granddad couldn't do or wouldn't do. You gotta tell them. You gotta tell them the story. Please, 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 please.
Well,
How to lose a friend in 8 steps. Go.
I had a friend, and he really was a friend.
He was. He was. He was.
So we worked at a radio station together, actually. But we set up to have a double date, and it's just one of those nights. First of all, the car was late coming because Father used it, and then we finally got it.
Wait, can you speak up good, Dad?
Well, I drove my father's car. It was a big old golden Mercury, where I did a lot of my courting in it because I got engaged at 18. Anyway, bottom line, this guy and I, Jack Williams and I, we go pick up his date and pick up my date. I picked up my date first, and she was a really fun girl, just lots of fun in life and a great sense of humor. And we picked him up, and we picked up his, but he lived in Johnny Creek, which is sort of an area like this, and somehow we got off the street into the kind of just
Into the mud.
side of the road sort of business there, and there's snow and things on the ground. So he goes around and back. I said, just go around and back and push, and I'll, everything will be fine. And he thought, maybe it won't be fine. I said, oh, it will. He said, this girl means everything to me, Howard. I've been just aching to be able to take her out. And I said, I know, you're true love, okay. And so he got behind, and I hit the gas. And then he wasn't wearing a white sports coat anymore. Just one of those things. Just kind of, that was a sign that things were going downhill. That's pretty bad. And we were so late. Oh, the thing was that most of the problem was because we were so late. I don't think I can finish this story.
No, you have to finish this story. Where did he end up sitting?
Okay, so I was one of the leaders in the school, and I had a place up on the head table.
The head table DS thing?
So when we came in, I can't remember how it happened, but I ended up at the lower table, and he sat up there.
So Granddad switched his place cards.
Oh, that was
this
it.
guy had to walk up in front of everyone and sit up at the front head table with the mud on his what used to be his white sport coat and his date in front of everyone.
Dinner jacket, yeah. So
Mud.
there we are.
In front of everyone. And Dad was safe down in the crowd and laughing it away with his date.
But we'd come late, and the waitresses paid no attention to us high school kids who were so mature, and we weren't just a bunch of kids. We were, men and women up there, and they came to get our order, and I said, just I'm okay. Hey, I don't think they want any. And I said, well, we'll take whatever we give. Oh, they do too. They do too want them. Well, okay. And going on right in the middle of everything, the people making talks. I'm just feeling so chagrined. When the dancing started, I realized that all the other tables had been taken down, but our table wasn't taken down because we hadn't finished eating, and the waitresses were waiting for us to come back and finish. So we were dancing around the table, and everything that could happen happened, and it got worse and worse. And finally, at the end of the dance, I said, he said, I got a different ride home.
Oh, you wouldn't go right home with you.
The girl's name was Judy Rogers. She was, I felt so ashamed of her, just bending over and laughing like that, almost falling on the ground. I tell you, that's all I could do to maintain my dignity. Oh, that was awful.
That is awesome.
That was one of the worst things I ever did in my
I hadn't
life.
heard about your dancing around your dinner table. That makes it even better.
Everything that could happen that night happened. Yeah.
And your date laughed as well.
Oh, she kept from the beginning. She kept, and it got worse and worse. I don't know. I was so ashamed I could hardly stand it. So to make her feel better, I joined in a little.
Oh.
And then did you go home after and read some more of the Pearl of Great Price?
No, I did that for other
He repented beforehand.
occasions. I was out
He could do
there.
whatever he wanted now.
I see. So that's how that works.
I'll tell you, some things are just out of this world. I'm so thankful that teenage years were not recorded forever like they are now. Get something and you're recorded, you get on your Facebook and it's going to stay there.
It is there forever.
Speaking of
something weird, I
being
forgot
recorded.
it. Matter of fact, Bill and I can't remember most of it.
Maddie is
Most of it.
recording us. She's recording us.
What?